A white man has been arrested for saying he wants 30K black folks.
Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP.
So lovelies, I came across this video right for you and I thought to share where this pan-colored man was arrested after he tweeted that he was going to go ahead to order live 30,000 people that looks like me. The internet is not having it. I think the FBI actually picked him up. And lovelies, I was able to put up some of those stitches. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So lovelies, if this young man can confidently tweet this, that means there are a lot of them who actually thinks this way. I think it's right time for people to really mind their surroundings and their environment. Let's dive into it.
When I tell you that there is not enough coffee for this shit, there is not enough coffee for this shit. It is only Sunday afternoon. See this guy right here? This guy, his name is Scott Hanna from Cincinnati, Ohio. So according to the FBI, Scott Hanna, 30, of Dayton, Ohio, made a social media post on X on Thursday, July 31st. According to Cincinnati FBI, Hanna posted that he wanted to organize mobs to unalive people in Cincinnati. Now you see how the news likes to whitewash this. Now it's not just to unalive people. He wants to unalive African Americans. 30,000 of them to be exact. But of course the news is going to whitewash that, right? They don't want to make it into a hate crime. So according to the FBI, this morning they arrested a Dayton man, which is Scott Hanna, who is charged with making interstate communication with a threat to injure. So basically this Scott Hanna dude made a tweet and he was calling on other YT males or YT people to come together so that they can organize to unalive 30,000 African Americans by Sunday. Here is the X post that this Scott Hanna dude made. He says, and he goes by Quinn 23rd of his name. That is his X account name. Organizing mobs to unalive all the apes in Cincinnati. Since Governor Mike DeWine and the O-ship won't do anything about this nonsense, we the people need to paint the town red and unalive them all. Fill the morgues and cleanse their city of blacks. By Sunday, we are aiming to have unalived 30,000. This piece of shit right here. You see what he looks like? He looks like he could be bent in three, like snapped like a pretzel. The whole point of this, ladies and gentlemen, is that these YT groups are organizing. They have a lot of groups out there that are organizing to start not only a civil war, but to start a racial war in this country. They've just been waiting for the right time. You saw what happened to that truck driver in North Carolina, where he was attacked by a group of farmers that were working there, and all he was trying to do was deliver mulch, and they went ahead and took out his truck. And now you've got guys like this Scott Hanna dude that's actually the FBI was able to thwart off that alleged plot. I'm telling you this right now, ladies and gentlemen, we the motherfucking people who did not vote for this bullshit are going to have to rise. We're going to have to rise up on our own. We're going to have to use our Second Amendment rights to defend ourselves from this type of shit. These are hate crimes, and you're going to see more and more and more of it.
This man said he was organizing a mob to kill 30,000 black people in Cincinnati, and now the FBI locked him up. This is 30-year-old Scott Michael Hannon. The FBI locked his ass up with the quickness. This man hopped online and made one of the wildest threats I ever seen. Ever. This man real live went online and posted that he was finna unalive 30,000 black people in Cincinnati. He was talking about the city needed some cleansing, and he was calling all of us apes. Nigga, this ain't Gotham City. He wanted it to be like that though. So y'all remember the fight that happened in Cincinnati, right? Some people posted that it was black men just terrorizing white men. It wasn't just one page, it was multiple pages that were saying it was black people just beating on whites. But y'all remember, it all started because that white man a black man in the face. But he didn't see it like that. He was watching all the pages that was saying the black people started it and the black people were just terrorizing shit. So instead of Scott asking questions or finding a reliable source, this man incite a racial violence. And now he's headed for a federal case. And that's not his first rodeo. They said last year, Mr. Scott had a knife thinking he was a ninja and tried to decapitate somebody by swinging at their neck. He already tried to get out on bond and he had some people that was going to help him. But the feds was like, nah, you're a menace. You got to sit in here. He really thought the feds wasn't watching. He posted it online like that shit was just going to be scot-free.
The Russians call them black folks the N-word down there in Cincinnati after a night on the town. The black people turned their ass black and blue every which way and through. A lot of white people in the city are very upset because they feel like this is a racial issue from black people. As long as it ain't they fucking fault, they don't care. They arrested three or four of them black. We ain't seen none of the white folks be arrested yet. Even though they say white people have been arrested, we do not see their mug shots. Racist white people are in an uproar about that on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and everywhere else. But not as angry as this man here, Michael Scott Hanna, who was so angry seeing them white Russians get their ass turned black and blue every which way but through, and reminded of where they are in this country, that he got on X and said he wanted to kill a whole bunch of apes, and he was headed that way. Michael and his Kool-Aid rinse hairstyle, Kool-Aid curls, said he wanted to kill 30,000 blacks. That was his goal. I have been saying that the race breakdown in this country is changing. White people will not be the main race anymore. The freak out fest has began. So now they got this crazy motherfucker in jail. We're going to see what they going to do with him. But I'm just here to tell America, these black people not going back to no fucking fields. They going to kick y'all ass. They going to put some fat in your ass. These people not playing with y'all ass. I'm just here to tell you now. Now he locked up. Who gonna rinse his hair now? Who gonna color his fucking hair now? Well,
a white man has been arrested for saying he want to unalive 30K black folks. 30K black folks. His name is Scott Hanna. He been arrested. He just got arrested for trying to unalive 30K black people. He said the reason he want to do this is because the government won't take out the trash. This is what he said, word from word, verbatim. The government won't take out the trash and get rid of all them monkeys, all them apes. So he said he got him a group of folks, a group of YT people, and they in Cincinnati. Cause y'all remember what happened last time. So he's saying that he got them together and they gonna go around and kill 30K black folks, unalive 30K black folks, take out the trash, wipe the whole city free of black folks. Kids and all. 30K, his name is Scott Hanna. So my thing is, the police, when I'm gonna drop the post that he made on Twitter. My thing is, the police twisted his words around. They made it sound like it ain't what it is. They said they trying to like make it like allegedly, and you know what I mean, like they're trying to switch the words around. Nah, that nigga said he want to unalive 30K apes.
Well, I don't know if you've heard about this one yet, but a man, his name is Scott Michael Hanna, a 30-year-old from Dayton, Ohio, was arrested after posting a racially motivated threat on social media, vowing to organize mobs to kill all the apes in Cincinnati and murder 30,000 black people by Sunday. The FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force arrested Hanna on August the 1st, 2025, charging him with making an interstate threat to injure, a federal offense carrying up to 5 years in prison. His post, which tagged Governor Mike DeWine and the Ohio State Highway Patrol, was in response to a recent interracial brawl in downtown Cincinnati. Hannah has a violent history. Last September, he attacked a woman with a sword, nearly decapitating her, and used a racial slur toward an officer. Despite this, he received probation after pleading guilty to resisting arrest. Prosecutors are now seeking his continued detention, calling him a danger to the community, with a detention hearing set for August the 7th. The FBI emphasized they take these kinds of threats seriously and will act swiftly to protect the public. Wow. Follow for more.
I already knew them Russian white people went over there to bother those black people at that Cincinnati Jazz Festival. And then when you see the video, they're literally the only white people there. They're literally the only white people within that vicinity. And if you watch the unedited version, it's clear as fuck that this white man was going off at the mouth and he slapped that black guy. So then they rocked his ass. And then they rocked his wife too. I don't feel bad for anybody in that situation. Because at the end of the day, that's what some of these white people will do. They will literally see black people minding their fucking business and they'll come over there thinking that they're going to get away with messing with black people. Oh, the media will spin this any way they want to. It doesn't matter. You're going to get cracked. We do not care. We do not care about what the media puts out. We don't care about none of that. We know damn well them black people didn't just jump random ass white people from Russia for no reason. We could probably hear the accent. So they got their ass whooped. I don't feel sorry for none of that shit.
I'm going to speak on this once and one time only, and this is the other white people. And this is about that Cincinnati repercussions thing. Because I'm seeing white people run their fucking mouth on here about how dangerous and violent, the black people were that handled those white people. No, fuck that shit. We are in open, overt white supremacy, violent white supremacy right now. This country's been about that for fucking centuries. Keep your fucking hands and your mouth to your goddamn self as a white person. You think black people, you think indigenous people, people of color, people from other communities outside of whiteness should just fucking take that shit. And that's not how this works. And you're gonna get people that are real fed up with us. White people can literally end the life of a black person by calling the cops one time. White people can literally end the life and the family structure of an immigrant family by calling ICE one time. And you think that it's okay to go around and do this like free speech, you throwing out slurs and shit. And so when you get fucked up, you want to turn yourself into the victim. Fuck that shit. Nope, that's a life lesson. And I'll never speak for anybody from any community outside of white people. And I'm telling you, you might think that you can go run your fucking mouth and say whatever the fuck you want, do whatever the fuck you want. That time is coming to an end. And I don't care how many people fucking teach you a life lesson. Keep your fucking mouth shut and keep your hands to yourself. It's really fucking simple.
And to your point, white people want to victimize themselves all the fucking time and then do this shit. And then try to say that black people are the threat. This is a real story, by the way, to anyone that doesn't believe it. Go Google it. There's multiple fucking news sites about this. The greatest threat in America is white domestic terrorism. I've been saying it for years, and this is just another fucking example.
No punches were thrown. A kick was tried that didn't land. And for those who want to racialize it, then a black man stepped in between the combatants, separated them, and said, "This is enough, stop fighting, everybody needs to chill." And then for those who want to racialize it, the white man then steps back in the ring and slaps, not the black man that he had just squared up with, but slaps another black man. So after that, he was met with disproportionate force. For those who want to politicize it, the J.D. Vances and the Vivek Ramaswamys and the Bernie Marinos and the Christopher Smithermans and many others who want to politicize it, they have not yet said something that I always hear when a black person, say, runs from the police and then is met with disproportionate force, sometimes ending their life. What we hear is, well, why did they run? Why didn't they just comply? We hear that every time. But I've yet to hear anybody say, why didn't he just walk away? So let me back up so you understand this. Two combatants, one black, one white. A black man steps in, breaks it up. The white guy re-engages, slaps, not the black man that he had just squared up with, but slaps another black man. And nobody's asking, why didn't he just walk away? And so when I see, and I don't know who else the chief is looking for, or CPD is looking for, but when I see the mugshots, I only see people who look like me. I don't see the person who re-engaged, slapped not the initial person, but slapped another black man. So I don't see the slapper's mugshot. And so sadly, I have to agree with those who are politicizing this and racializing this. I have to agree with the Smithermans, the Ramaswamis, the Marinos, Corey Bowman. This is racial because it is unequal justice. And so until we see all the mugshots, this is still a racial issue.
Some of this, I was just going through my For You, to check what's up, what is going on. And I came across this particular stitch and I find it super interesting because, with all of the things that have been going on, especially what happened in Cincinnati, I think because of the misunderstanding of the brawl that happened, majority of plain colored people were so upset to the fact that they felt it's all motivated by racial, like it's racial motivated. So with that being said, they feel that okay, they're just going to do something needs to be done, you know now this all shenanigans started where some group of Russian people, right, or pan-colored people, decided that they were going to be the first people to place a hand on, you know, on a black dude's body while using a racial slur on this guy. And before you know it, everything escalated. I'm not justifying the fact that what happened was justifiable. It is not. It's not supposed to escalate like that. But when you are in a system whereby you have been oppressed, you don't even know what to do anymore. Like you've been complaining and complaining, and it got to a point that you don't want to complain anymore. You just want to defend yourself by every means. And now with all of the things going on, so many people, I've seen countless of Pencolet people trying to make it look like, oh, this is the time for them to actually show their level of resistance. Like they have been so hungry to use the N-word, to be so, with people that looks like me, and they thought that they can just keep on doing whatever they want to do, then get away with it, but without even knowing that these people are already fed up. When people that looks like me say that they are minding their business, that doesn't mean that you should come, you should look for their problems, or you shouldn't focus on your own lane. I'm still not justifying what happened, but the thing is that in every situation, anything that occurs in life, there should be a genesis, from the reason till how you get to the solution. You have to first of all tackle the root cause of a problem before tackling the solution, which I believe that at this point in time, it's actually wise for everyone should mind their business. You shouldn't be the first person to lay hands on anyone. Just focus, because you don't know how or what people are going through. This also have nothing to even do with race. Like the way at which people are just so aggressive and just want to pick a fight. Look at the other stitch I put the other day, where an Indian man was just fighting a black dude on an airline. Like he was just provoking him, wanting him to lay hands on him. Until when he was so fed up, he had to even report and report and report. Until this black dude fed up with all of his constant humiliations. There are some people like that, and now with this whole thing that is happening, I know that a lot of people are having emotional whatsoever. People are so angry, so many people, like, I believe, and I like, okay, you are so right to be angry, okay, but To go as far as to use your social platform to keep talking about how you want to go on live 30,000, like seriously, are you okay? What does that even tell you? You know, they're so like the way at which these people will just come on the social platform to spill things, to say things, to like without any form of consequences. It's just I must really commend this FBI that picked him up. Because if this man can confidently come out on a social platform to spill this, that means there are so many of them like this who have this intention. But it's just that, he even talked about how he's going to organize and what is wrong with people? What is really happening? I, the world is turning from better to worst. It was good and better. Now it's even getting worse. It's as if what we've been fighting for decades is just it's just a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Because at the end of the day, it's as if everybody just pretending and looking for opportunity to reveal the real person that they are. Like when I saw this, I was like, I'm just gonna stitch this here so that my lovely brothers and sisters can actually be very, very aware of their surroundings, aware of the people you mingle yourself with, aware of the town you get yourself involved with. There are a lot of sundown towns over there. Some of them which targeted truck drivers. I have seen countless missing truck drivers. Like there should be an avenue for security to like become more conscious of yourself, maybe like something, because I believe there are some group of people who are so pissed, angry, and can just go to any length. For him to come out to spill this, that means he has have this HAT inside of him for a very long time. Don't be surprised that somebody like this might even have a relationship. You can be maybe platonic or friendship or also with someone that looks like me. You'll see them smiling with you, but deep inside of them they don't want to have anything. They just want to look for opportunity to show you the kind of person that they are. Like this is just getting so scary, each and every person there. But at the end of the day, I believe that everything's going to be fine. And I commend the FBI that picked him up. At least this should show that you have no, even if you have such intention, you shouldn't come out on a social platform to say. Anyway, lovely. So now just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please share your thoughts, subscribe, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.
Just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So lovelies, wanna just leave me your own thoughts, subscribe, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.